Hello everyone, this is Bmxdude9 of NextGenUpdate.com bringing you the first installment episode of my packet injection tutorials along with Exploit for Modern Warfare 2. In this tutorial I will cover basically all the basics of packet injection, how to capture, how to inject a packet, what to look for in a packet, how the packet structure works. So this is something that you can use at a later point as a reference. So every time I do make a new video of like how you boot, how you get hosts and all that, you do not have to keep asking me, or I do not have to keep writing it or writing about it or like making a video. So this can be used as a good reference for you at later points, as I know this is something a lot of us do not want to cover and it's not exactly fun, but it's a way on the start and it will give you a good idea how packet injection works and hopefully you get a better understanding from it. Now please note, all these tutorials along with all the future tutorials I make will be premium only for the premium section for the first week after they are released. After that 1 week, or until they're leaked, which hopefully does not happen, after that 1 week they will release publicly on the Next Gen Update forums and hopefully, if possible, the Next Gen Update YouTube channel, so that more people can find out about us, what we do, and hopefully increase the premium amount and whatnot. So let's get started. First of all, I'll cover what a packet is. I know this isn't fun, but we have to go over it. A packet is data that is sent or received from you to the client and the server, another player. So basically what would happen, here an example: if I shoot someone, there's data on your game, on the client, on the game's client, saying like, oh, the intervention has so much damage. That is contained in the header file. When you make that shot, the data from that header file is retrieved and built into a raw packet and sent to the server. Once the server receives it, then it is sent to that other player. Now here's an example of packet injection you can do. You can modify it so right when you shoot, that data sent to the server gives higher damage, weaker damage, whatever. It does something else, and when that player receives it, it'll have the desired effect. Now first of all, I'm going to show you how you have to achieve this and what you need. First of all, the requirements are that you already have a bridge connection. So I pretty much hope you have that either by using a wireless card or Ethernet. Refer to my older videos if you wish to see how this is done. Now first, you can either, for capturing your packets, the packet sniff, you can either use Wireshark, ComView, Demon Tools, or another packet protocol analyzer tool. But Wireshark and ComView are the most common. ComView is not free, just to let you know. You can obtain it legally, but that's all your preference again. Now to start a capture with the newer Wireshark, you go to Capture Options. You're going to select the way it's bridged, your bridged device. Your filter, where you want it to be UDP only, because that is a protocol that is used because it's the most lightweight on the games. And once you're ready, you're going to start. Now once you're on your PS3, you shouldn't be running any other websites, any other programs, or anything that's connected to the internet. Well, look at this, we got a packet, but we want more, so I'm just going to do a Google search just to show you that we get some packets. Once you're done, you're going to stop, and you're going to save as whatever, blah blah blah. Now once it's saved, you have all this, once you find it, whatever. And I'll cover that in future tutorials, like specific things like how to get host, how to boot, like what the actual data is. But for the most part, let me cover the basics. The source will either be your IP, or the game's IP, their server. If you are sending a packet, such as when you shoot one person and you want to modify the damage it sends, the source will be your IP. If you are receiving damage, such as from another player, like you're being shot at, the destination will be your IP, and the source will be the server's IP, the game's like host IP. And that's basically how that all works. And once you find that, you're gonna save it and you have it. Now the data, sometimes you have to modify it, sometimes you don't, but basically that is how the packet is sent back and forth. Now once you have your capture and you're pretty sure what the data is, you're going to have to inject it. Now injecting it is basically, you have to think about the time of opportunity, which is like if you send damage, you have to send the packet when the real packet is being sent, like when that data is actually being sent to the server. Now, to achieve this, you're going to need a program which can be found on Google, just like Wireshark can, which is called Colesoft Packet Builder. Really, I suggest use 1.0. I don't think there's any other version, and you're going to open that up. Now, this is relatively easy to use. As you can see, it's much more simpler than other injectors, so I suggest using it. I have now, as you can see on my desktop, I have this one which we just did, and I have an actual one from Modern Warfare 2 from Bridge. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna drag it. You're gonna drag it in. Actually, you can't do that. You're gonna have to file import. Go to desktop, and then you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to do until you find it. Oopsies. And you're basically going to have to do file, import, desktop. What is this? Properties. That pcap. But basically, once you open it, you're gonna open up in here, and once it's opened, you're going to have to inject it to the server. And this is relatively easy to do. And it depends what you're trying to do. If you're trying to do something like infinite ammo, you're going to only inject it at the time of like opportunity. So like only at certain times you should do it. And once that is done, it'll inject it to the server, select how many times you want, blah blah blah. And the checksum is contained at the beginning, and you have to make sure that matches because it will check the header file. So the data value has to be the same, like as it was sent. So if the value is 512, it has to be like matched to 512 at the end. Now you can always change it, like so the actual damage is more, but the actual checksum has to be the same. Now once that is done, you have just packet injected. Now please note, this is not going to get you banned or anything like that. It's relatively easy to do, and really just a capture. You make sure you have your bridge and everything set up. Now if you have any questions, comments, concerns, just let me know and I will reply or hopefully answer them in the next video. Now this will work on the PS3 or Xbox 360 and really anything else. It does take a lot of trial and error and playing around, because I know people, like I've posted tutorials in the past and only like 2% of the people have been able to figure it out. It's really a ton of trial and error. So I wish the best of luck to everyone in their endeavor.